and that's going to be more heavily API. Let's first allow HP and damage for each unit in our database. So we've got range right there. Let's do HP right here. And that's going to be a number. Damage. Is damage the right word? Or maybe strength? I don't know. All right, let's just go with damage. Power. Power, let's say. And number. And then we go to where we create the troop, which is here. So we can add that HP, we could say 100, is that too much? Power. Okay, so we can add it over here too. And I'm not too fond of exposure. Let's rename that to warrior or something. All right, let's nice. Warrior. And then on the front end, probably also exposure. Okay, there we go. So this will be warrior. Lowercase, because I'm going to do it to lowercase. Title. Replace dot to lowercase. Okay. So now when we console log our troop on the front end, we're gonna see HP and power. HP and power. Okay, so now we want to make use of that information on the API layer when they interact. So troop.status equals attacking if enemy is in range. Okay. We need to know. Let's start pseudocoding. If attacking, we need to know if enemy troop is still in range. If so, let's make a new line. If so, then we subtract our troop power from enemy unit HP. So I think I've been saying unit instead of enemy. It might be easier to understand if I said enemy. Yeah, let's do that. Right there. This whole thing could be named better. Instead of troop, what if we said yeah, whatever. I'll just get used to troop. So, or I could at least call it unit. Yeah, let's go with unit. Okay, for the most part, that is it. Yep. So, I didn't break anything. Let's test it out. Nope. That looks like I broke something. So that should have been red. Maybe I'll do the refactoring later on. So keep that true for now. And let's not get distracted. Okay, so if we save that and refresh. No issues. Attacking, good. Okay. So HP, let's first show HP on the front. So inside of our div, we can, where's the div here? Can add another div. Inside of that div, we want troop.hp and that should do it for now. We're gonna want to add HP number and what's the other one? Our number. Take that and apply it to the API also. Okay. Whoa. Hold on. And this is only if. Where is troop? This is only if the cell matches the troop's position. Okay. Okay. There we go. So if we start attacking, then we need to subtract. And to do so on our API, constant WTS. Okay. If status is attacking, then I'm going to call constant attack. So we're gonna receive the troop and it's less about the troop, it's more about the enemy. Yeah. But this is just we need to both the troop and the enemy. So like enemy you don't really need a helper. So if that's the case, then enemy HP needs to subtract true dot power enemy HP equals to, wait, oh, I need to be in the for loop to be doing that. We've got player is enemy in range, player unit sum enemy. That's just calculating if enemies in range, that's some. Okay. I need to get more in depth. So it's distance, enemy position, so enemy in range. Need to know if enemy troop is still in range. If so, then we subtract our troop power from enemy HP. But then we need to update our database about that. So, dot status sum. If enemy is in range, then we're doing that. Maybe instead we can do other players equals to that dot map. And instead of doing as enemy in range, we could do player units dot map. And I will take care of this inside of here. This is basically saying the same thing, right? And this opens up opportunities. Other players updated. Other players updated. So whenever I'm using other players, not, so I don't even actually, oh I will, I'm gonna update that. Okay. True dot status. So this only works if there's only one enemy troop. But once you introduce a second, it will be faulty. But then the whole point was we figure it out for one troop, and then we move on to having two troops. So let's keep proceeding. So if troop.status is attacking, then player.units.map. So this is just units updated equals player.units.map. And we need to say enemy HP equals enemy HP subtract troop power. Okay. And this matters because we're going to return here. Units is units. Okay. And then other players updated. We're gonna need to save this information to our database. As a matter of fact, I don't think I need this. It could be a for each. And this can be const player updated equals to that. And we can do find on set units. So we're finding the player. And that's in a set out. Oh, that's just from moving. Oh, this is pretty nasty. I mean, I could just do it inline. Like, I did for each for everything. So other players for each player, for each unit, we're going through the thing. And then we can do a not final one and update. Underscore ID, ID, players. ID, player ID, and then the stuff that I'm actually updating set players $sign units 0 is gonna be enemy. So that's troop position here. Okay. Using that. Wait, what? Okay. So this is, it should be under player. So that's player ID. Player ID like that. On this types player ID. Is it though? Maybe it's underscore. I feel like it's underscore. If we check here, we can find out. Yep, it's underscore. Wait, it just doesn't have an ID. Oh, no, wait. It does have an ID. Where is it? Oh, okay. So it's underscore. Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay. So we need to change that. And I think games also. Yeah, underscore. As far as unit goes, units also underscore ID 0. Yep. So we're gonna update all these. Change it on the front end also. Okay. That way we can get that. So find the correct player, and then we're gonna set that player's unit at index 0 to just right here. Okay, let's try this. Ooh. That was wonky, but it did something over there. Not exactly sure if that's behaving correctly. Let's try it again. It's attacking in the wrong spot, and it's updating that side, but it's not updating itself. So that's interesting. But as far as WebSockets go, for this to change this, it should be receiving the same data. So it's interesting that they're showing different numbers. Let's look at the data object. So close U and open new. We've got our game. Last updated was that. And last updated over here is matching, but yet the data is different. Oh, so in our code, we are updating once here, and then in a set timeout, we're updating again. So this has outdated information. Yikes. How to resolve? I mean, I can also simultaneously update our player with the same information, but then again, it should have changed it. So like, I want to see what's happening in the actual database. Okay, so we've got players, There's 3 players. That's interesting. There should only be 2. So HP 48, HP 50. The first player is getting attacked. The second player is not. Because the second player is moving. The first player is still. But they should both be attacking each other. So it's wrong because the premise of it was wrong. So only the moving troop was attacking, but then the idle troop should also fight back. Yeah, okay. So if we were to, let's say, so this was calculating if the enemy is within range, but we also want to know if we're within the enemy's range, right? So the const is enemy in range, which is that, and we're going to attack the enemy. But separately, const is troop in enemy range. That's kind of lengthy, and we'll figure out the name after. So let's say, Okay, so if I wanted to do this, then I'm gonna need to change x distance equals to enemy position, and troop dot position dot x minus enemy dot position dot x, and then x distance equals x distance. Oh, same thing actually, I think. And this is hella confusing to look at, so I'm gonna do some refactoring right after. Okay. And now let's n equal to enemy range. I have it wrong. So if enemy is in range, then we're attacking, else we're moving, but no matter what, we need to see if the enemy is attacking us. need to do troop.hp equals enemy power troop.hp subtract enemy power, and then we're gonna update our game. Actually, no, I think we can leave it as it is because troop is in the outer scope and troop is gonna get updated over here. But that is a second delay, and I don't want to wait for a 1 second delay. So we're gonna basically use. Why is this an asset timeout? Oh, okay. It's because it's repeated. Should it be though? I don't know. Actually, shouldn't this be repeated? Yeah, I feel like it should because you are trying to continue attacking. You're not only attacking once. It should be in the set timeout. Okay, so that changes things. So what happens is we call move troop again, but by calling move troop, nope, we were fine where we were. Never mind, I was overthinking. So we're gonna move our troop, call it again if we're not where we want to go. So we'll start back up top, and we're finding the other players, and then for each other player, we're calculating if we are going to attack them. And if we are, we should probably stop walking. That's well, I mean, no, not really. You could attack while walking by. Depends on, we need to add a condition if they should stop, which will let the player decide, or if they should just keep moving along. Yeah, but that's that could come in a separate session. So for this, we need to figure out if the enemy is attacking our troop, which we can do right here. Find one and update. ID is the game ID. The player, though, is our current player. And we're updating. There's $sign. The $sign is our current player ID. Okay. Units and 0 to troop. So that's that. And where are you getting troop from? So, I want to know if this troop is equal to this troop, because I feel like they're not, but I hope they are. So, troop 1 and troop 2. Alright, let's make a move. Okay. The attacking is happening in the wrong place, but nonetheless, the HP is moving down on both players' screens, so that's slightly better than before, but there's definitely a bug somewhere. Let's find it. We don't need that, we need this. And we get a console log. So troop 1 and troop 2 should, I hope, be identical. Okay, yes they are. That's good. Okay, so why is the tagging happening in the wrong place though? Interestingly, this should also update the enemy's status. Yeah. If troop is in enemy range, then enemy status should equal attacking. Holy smokes, what? This could also just happen. This is confusing. So, if we are in the enemy's range, no, wait. If the enemy is in our range, our troop is attacking, the enemy's HP is decreasing, but also if the enemy is attacking us, but that's what this is for. Yeah, so this can go here and delete this because that's nonsense. Keep them separate and cleaner. That's better. Yeah. But that doesn't really quite work because we're only updating our own troop here, not updating enemy's troop. We are updating the enemy troop over there. Shoot. Okay, so this kind of has a mix and match going on. I don't like it. What to do? How about we take both updates out and we'll do it after our ifs. There you go. Problem solved. This can also have else. Enemy.status. And again, I don't think I need to do this because, oh, maybe I do. I think I do, actually. Take that back. Enemy.status equals move. What if it wasn't moving? What if it was just standing still? Yeah, I don't think I need this. Wait. Okay. So we'll adjust the enemy and the troop both at the same time. And let the DB know. Okay, cool. Let's test that out. Attack, it's just happening in the wrong spot. 46. I mean, you should also keep attacking after it finished moving, but that's because of the set timeout, right? If you reach your destination, I want to keep attacking. This you need to keep attacking after we've reached our destination if enemy is within range. Maybe I shouldn't be handling both players. I should just handle my own player's troops, and then the other side can handle their own player's troops. Because I might be doing duplicate work by doing this. Yeah, that is true. Okay, so I'm gonna want to delete this one. I can't comment out because this is definitely going to be useful elsewhere, just not here. So is enemy in range? I might have this backwards. So I care more about if I'm in the enemy's range. This needs to be a let. And this needs to be a let. So that one. Okay. What am I saying here? So is troop in enemy range? If troop is in enemy range, then the enemy is attacking and our troop is losing HP, and we are updating our database with that information. So this enemy.status equals attacking, we shouldn't even handle it here. We should let the other side handle it, which would mean this stuff needs to be in a different function. Okay. We also need to know if our troop is this tells us if our troop is getting attacked. So I think I need to make a structural decision right now that's pretty long term. So like on each action, is the current player only responsible for the current player's data, or if it should be responsible for the other player that's interacting with also. The problem I'm foreseeing is if the current player is responsible for every other player's interaction with the current player, then we flip it around and we look at the other side, then that player is also responsible for his action and the other guy's action, and we're duplicating work that we shouldn't. So there it is, problem solved. Current players should be responsible for only the current player's data, and we'll let the WebSocket handle it for the other side. We just need to be aware of all players at all times throughout the entire game. That's not easy. Okay, so like for example here, this function is just moving troop. It should focus on moving a troop. Doesn't matter whether our troop is attacking the other troop or not. It just matters if this troop is getting attacked while it's moving. But then we flip it over, like flip it around, and the other side, we can say if a troop is idle, then that troop needs to be aware at all times of the enemies, like if they're within range, and then they'll attack. So then that, I think, will solve the problem. So I need a function for idle. Create a function for idle troop where it's constantly aware of enemy movement. That way it can attack the enemy. That way it can attack the enemy and also be aware when it is being attacked. This part here is important because that's what solves the other half of our equation here. So even though our troop is getting attacked, we are attacking the other troop. We're just not updating the database here. We're going to let this function handle that. And that'll just create a cleaner, less bug-prone app. Okay, so I'm going to move these comments out. Stack it over here. Okay. So what we want to do is, I think this function is done. Let's check it out. So it only needs to be aware of itself. It doesn't need to worry about subtracting the enemy's HP. Just subtract its own HP. I think I messed up. Hold on. Let's refresh. So data, create game, payload, game, players 1. Okay. And this will be player 2. Let's move you right there. Yeah. Nice. So that's doing what we want. And then the other half is the comment I wrote. So when a troop is idle, it needs to be aware of its surrounding. Okay. Wait, I think that should be a separate ticket. Otherwise, I feel like I might change some code and break what we currently have. So we're going to stop here, and it's also 5. I need to prepare dinner. So we'll pick this up either after dinner or tomorrow. In the meantime, let's commit our code and also prepare ourselves for the next thing. And idle troop needs to be aware of its surroundings. Okay. API. Yeah. We could close this out. Let's do that now. Actually, I can do this offline. So that's that for today. It was only a brief 2 hours. Took approximately 1 hour each for the 2 things that we did. Being able to attack another troop, and also, well, I think the second bit was just figuring out that it needs to be broken up into 2 separate processes. So that was a good find. Otherwise, could have went down a very difficult path. That's going to be it for today. Thanks for watching, and I would like to move faster, but I chose to start with the hardest part, which is like having this multiplayer interaction, moving and attacking. So after I figure out this difficult section, the rest I know how to do. So it'll be faster from there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.